Greetings, Guardians. This is Olympus Alliance. Today I want to clarify something from our Twilight Skins review, because I noticed that several Guardians understood my explanation in a different way from what I actually meant. When I said that whose new critical hit chance skin increases his healing, I was not saying that the skin directly increases the healing value written inside his skills. I was talking about his total healing throughout the battle. And there is a very important difference between those two things. Let's look at Honkageddon. This skill explains that whenever Guus lands a critical hit, that critical hit does not deal additional damage. Instead, it restores health to allies around the target and gives them golden feathers. That means every critical hit from Guus becomes another healing activation. One critical hit. One additional regeneration. Another critical hit. Another regeneration. And another one. Another regeneration. So when Guus receives more critical hit chance, the healing value of each Honkageddon activation does not necessarily become larger. But Honkageddon can activate more often. And if a healing skill activates more times during the battle, then naturally Guus will produce more total healing. That is exactly what I meant when I said the skin increases his healing. Not the amount of one individual heal. The number of healing activations. Now let's connect this with Under the Wing. Under the Wing restores health to the entire team and applies golden feathers. Those golden feathers increase the critical hit chance of the allies who receive them. And when an ally already has a golden feather, their critical hits deal increased damage. For Guus himself, critical hit chance is especially important because Honkageddon transforms his critical hits into healing triggers. So the interaction is very simple. More critical hit chance creates more critical hits. More critical hits create more Honkageddon activations. More Honkageddon activations create more regeneration throughout the battle. Therefore, Guus heals more. Again, this does not mean the skin directly changes one Honkageddon regeneration from 54,000 to 100,000. That value still depends on physical attack. What changes is that instead of seeing the regeneration happen 5 times, you may see it happen 10 times. Instead of 10 activations, you may get 15. And all those extra activations accumulate. Let's use a simple example. Imagine that every Honkageddon activation restores 54,000 health. If Guus lands 5 critical hits, the skill activates 5 times. But if the additional critical hit chance helps him land 10 critical hits, Honkageddon now activates 10 times. The healing value remains 54,000 every time, but Guus has produced twice as many healing activations. So yes, he healed more during the battle. That is the point. The skin does not directly increase the size of the healing number. It increases the probability of the event that triggers the healing. And because the healing is activated by critical hits, increasing critical hit chance naturally increases Guus' total healing potential. This is also why we cannot analyze Guus' new skin like a normal critical hit chance skin. On most heroes, critical hit chance is mainly connected to damage. On Guus, critical hit chance also becomes part of his healing mechanics. His critical hits are not simply offensive moments. They are additional opportunities to restore health and spread golden feathers. That is what makes the skin so valuable. So when we say that Guus heals more with the new skin, we are talking about the complete battle. More critical hits. More Honkageddon triggers. More healing activations. More total health restored. The individual regeneration does not need to become larger for the final healing result to increase. And that was the message I wanted to make clear. Hopefully this removes the confusion from our previous explanation. The skin gives critical hit chance. Critical hits activate Honkageddon. Honkageddon restores health. Therefore, more critical hits mean more healing throughout the fight. Simple, direct, and extremely important for understanding why this skin works so well with Guus kit. Let us know in the comments if this was also how you understood our original explanation, or if this clarification helped you see the interaction more clearly. And Guardians, before we finish today's video, tomorrow is going to be another busy day here at Olympus Alliance. A brand new set of events is about to begin, and as always we'll be here from the very first minute, testing everything, explaining every task, every reward, and helping you decide where your resources are best spent. And that's not all. From everything we've seen so far, it looks like a new Titan could be arriving next season. You already know what comes next. We'll test it. We'll analyze every skill, every synergy, every counter, and every possible team, so you know exactly where that Titan fits into the meta. There's a lot coming over the next few days. New events, new strategies, and possibly the beginning of another big chapter for Hero Wars Alliance. So make sure you're subscribed, turn on those notifications, and don't miss what's coming next. We'll see you tomorrow, Guardians. Stay tuned. Stay sharp. And as always, salute and friendship.